Welcome back to Ready Steady Charge, and welcome to the instructional video on how to change the 12-volt battery on your Kona Electric. Now, truth be told, all the footage had been shot in the summer when it was warmer, but the weather doesn't really matter, information stays the same, so enjoy. And finally, we are ready to get under the hood of the Kona. So this is the 12-volt battery, and I'm sure many of you, especially the Kona owners, know this is the 12-volt battery. This is what I'll be changing out today. Let me show you a couple of things around the battery. So this battery is held in place by this metal bracket. And this metal bracket clips onto this lip that you have on the battery itself. And the bracket is secured in place by a screw. So this is what we need to remove the battery itself. And of course, we have the positive and negative terminals, both of which are covered under these plastic covers. The positive one is easy enough to open, so you just open it, unclip it like that. The negative one is held in place by a small plastic clip underneath here. I will remove this and then show you what's underneath. Okay, the negative terminal cover has been removed, and this is what's underneath. In terms of replacing the battery, definitely make sure your car is off first. Don't do this when your car is still on. And just take a quick look at what you have to unscrew and remove. I mentioned initially that you need to remove this screw in order to loosen the bracket to remove your battery. But prior to that, maybe it's a good idea to loosen this screw and this screw in order to remove the connectors from the battery terminals. And this is what I will be using to replace the Kona's OEM battery. So this one is from Napa. It is a 121R type 12-volt battery. Now, why did I choose Napa? Because many brands makes this type of battery. Well, it wasn't really up to me. And if you have seen our previous road trip videos, I am currently residing in Bella Bella, which is a really, really rural place. There's not a lot of choices in terms of what I can get. I had to get this shipped through a building supply company from Port Hardy to get to Bella Bella. So there wasn't any particular reason for me picking this battery except for the fact that this is the one I can get. And through some online research, I found that the 121R battery would fit the Kona's battery tray. The width and length should be almost the same, except for the fact that the battery is a little taller. But because the cables that are connecting to the battery connectors have some slack, I think it should work out just fine. First things first, let's loosen up these little nuts and take the connectors off of the battery terminals. So always start with the negative terminal first when you are removing terminals off of a 12-volt. And as you can see, you didn't have to really take off the nut. You just have to loosen it enough for the little ring to clear the terminals. And so we will get these out of the way. And the next thing to do is to loosen the screw that's holding in the entire battery. Great. Now I have the bracket which holds in the battery. So now I can actually lift this thing out of the car. Okay, these things are a bit heavier than you would think, so... Oof. Oh yeah, pretty heavy. Okay, don't drop it, don't drop it, don't drop it, don't drop it, don't drop it. See, the OEM one actually comes with a little handle. This one does not, so I'm gonna need both hands. And now the Napa battery is in place. So the fit of the battery actually seems quite perfect. It's just the right size. It doesn't really, slide around. So the fit is quite good. But there is a tiny problem, which I have saw on the forums, is that the cable may not be as easy in terms of reaching the terminal. And this is only for the negative side. The positive side has plenty of slack. Like this should go on just fine. But the negative side is just a little tight. So what I'm going to do is I will rotate the battery and then kind of slide the terminal underneath so that I can get this on. Okay, we have the connectors on the terminals. Make sure when you are reconnecting the battery, you're doing positive first, negative second. When you're detaching a 12-volt battery, it's negative first, positive second. So you just do the reverse order. Now, supposedly the car is powered with 12 volt, and it is the moment of truth. Let's see if the Kona will turn on. Ooh, okay, that's a good sign. The little display that tells me which doors are open is working, so that means 12 volt power is present. And now let's turn on the vehicle. Okay, looks like everything's working. Ooh, all right, I did not kill my car. That is a good feeling. Hey, look, even the time is still correct. So I did research a little bit about whether or not things would reset. For example, the computer or any memories, any software would reset once I disconnect the 12 volt. And the answer is mostly no. Things like your range estimation may reset, and things like your radio station may reset. But nothing serious will be reset or compromised if you disconnect the 12 volt and reconnect it. Now that I've confirmed that the vehicle turns on and everything seems to work, I am going to reinstall the bracket and then tighten down all of the screws, and then we'll be all done. Phew, okay, so all of the screws and nuts have been tightened. And yeah, if you're wondering, the bracket fits pretty well because, of course, the dimensions in terms of length and width of the two batteries are basically the same. Okay, so the positive terminals cover can still be retained, which is good. That fits, but the unfortunate thing is this negative terminal cover would not fit because there are no cutouts for these pins for the cover to go into. So this will be an extra piece that I will keep with me. And that is how you fairly quickly, and I would say fairly easily, change the battery on a Kona Electric. All right, that is the entire process of changing the 12-volt battery on the Kona Electric. Now, I got to say, I'm very thankful that the Kona Electric has a 12-volt battery that is accessible and serviceable by almost anyone. Not all EVs are like this. A lot of EVs hide their 12-volt battery in a place that's very difficult to reach. So if you have any questions about servicing your own vehicle, please make sure you go to a certified service center and ask your questions or have it serviced there. Make sure you subscribe to our channel for more electric vehicle content. My name is Solomon, and we will see you on the next one.